Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Darren Lee.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here comes Westbrook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 8 read. 56.
A first carry now for Thompson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? Take you, Gator. General West. Check 43.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mayfield now on second down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To Thompson on the screen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. But instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Minshew. And Eifert has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
Down Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll hand to Armstead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
Play action, it's Minshew. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run on the goal. Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run forward Janovich. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go. 25. Check. Pistol. Point it right.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
By Jonathan Bostic. 5 yards on the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st down, Jaguars.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He gets it in the hands of Geis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
Check that X3, 218, chop.
Here's Minshew looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Josh Lambo.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
What we got? 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Armstead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Greedy Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Minshew sets to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Complete.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brought down at the 39.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Minshew on target there to Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Jaguar first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. On the handoff, it's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 44, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Hand off to Thompson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Jaguars.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Again, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mayfield now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Joe Schobert on the
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Jacksonville.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56,
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Armstead. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin. This